Hey there YouTube, welcome back to a Gekko Quickie. Gekko Quickie is a brand new thing that we're gonna have to do, and the reason for it is I'm at work right now, and work is crazy, but something insane in game happened that I had to go home and record real quick. So we're quicking it without an intro, without an outro, without music, without all that good stuff. I hope y'all can appreciate that. This is a top 5 update video. Update 37 Geared Up was announced. Our first and last point are massively important, so make sure you stick around in the video because the 5th point is one that you all really wanted and did not believe Lilith do anything about. And here you go. Before we start though, I am a sponsored content creator about Rise of Kingdoms, blah, 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 blah. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. 63% of you are not subscribed to the channel. What are you waiting for? Hit that bell when you subscribe to get a notification when we upload a new video. I mean, I literally left work right now to record this video, so the least you could do, you know, is to drop that subscription as an appreciation, maybe, something like that. Anyway, top 5, update 37, Geared Up, is gonna come out sometime between August 10th and August 20th. Thank you, Lilith, for finally learning that sometimes you're gonna need an extra day more than you predicted. And so they put 10 days worth of a window in which the update will happen. I love it. Now it's not like you prepare for the update to be tomorrow, and then tomorrow you get a message that the update got delayed. I prefer to know that in the 10-day window, there'll be an update at some point, and then they'll tell us exactly the date, maybe 24 hours ahead or something like that. Point number 1 in our top 5 of this update, which is, by the way, very light, but super meaningful. Equipment system optimization. We've received valuable feedback from many governors, which are mainly about how the system's too complicated, the attribute bonuses are too small, materials are too hard to get, etc., etc. Based on your feedback, we've made the following optimizations. Sit down for this one, because this is massive. We've only 4 types of equipment materials now. There were 7 before, now there are 4. After the update, we will take back all your unused equipment materials, compensate you with material choice chests of the corresponding quality and quantity. Oh my God. So wait, up to now, you had 7 types of materials, right? And these 7 types of materials, you didn't need 7 materials to create equipment. You needed 2 to 3 to whatever, right? And so when we crafted equipment materials based on whatever we wanted. However, it got to a point where, for example, like you can see with myself, I needed crystals and I needed bones for something, and then I said, okay, I'm not gonna make this equipment anymore, so I stopped creating them. And I have a ton of them that I just don't use. I have, and you all too probably have, a lot of unused materials that are just piling up, right? You keep getting them from the daily activity chests, from everything, right? Like, you can literally go right now, open these chests right here, the non-choosem ones, and we will do that on stream, and then you'll get choosem ones in return very soon. So really, this first point is unbelievable. Add to that the fact that now 4 equipment materials instead of 7 means you crafting materials every day, 10 materials every 3 hours, will be more than certainly useful for any type of equipment. And the likelihood of you having useless materials is very small. This is unbelievable. I love this. Great change by Lilith so far, and it just keeps getting better. Improve the attributes of some equipments and to rebalance the system. Oh my goodness. Well, we have all the data available, every single piece of data available on our Google Drive, which is on the Discord, linked in the description down below. As soon as the update comes out, I will take a day off. We're gonna process all of this. We're gonna make a video to update all of our equipment sets and show you all the changes of all the equipments and everything along the way. So you don't wanna miss that out. Subscribe to the channel when that comes out. We have all the data available, and as soon as this update drops, I'll make sure that you all have everything you need to know about the changes of every single piece of equipment. This is kind of crazy, and it just keeps getting better. Added a lot of new equipments, more choices now. It's almost like Gekko said this a few weeks back, right? It's almost like Gekko said there should be a boatload of equipments coming out, right? And I thought I was wrong. When Golden Canyon came out and a lot of the images of the cards had equipments in them, I was like, oh, well, maybe that's what they meant by more equipment, potentially. And by they, I mean a secret source that is very, very reliable for the record. And no, it's not Lilith. Oh my goodness gracious. More equipment! I told y'all, didn't I tell you? Drop a like on the video and let me know in the comments if I had said this before or not. And you tell me who actually leaks stuff in this community. This is not a picture from an APK or confirming something that is not confirmed. I literally told you I have a hunch, and here's your hunch. Hey, what do you know? Adjusted equipment blueprint drops for Sorority Crisis, Ian's Ballads, Shadow Legion Invasion, Sunset Canyon, and Golden Kingdom, and other events. That is the only point that can be also negative. Camera! Don't be doing that. Come on, man. There are other points in here that are very, 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 very good, but this one specifically, as I said, negative. Camera went to hell. This can be bad because adjusted can be made it drop more or made it drop less. So we're gonna have to keep an eye to see if we get more equipment materials or less. But hey, at least they're adjusting this. I hope that Ian's Ballads drops more. I hope the Shadow Legion Invasion drops a little bit more. Sunset Canyon would be nice. Golden Kingdom, I didn't know there were material equipments coming out of this. Okay, well, what do you know? Anyway, that's point number 4. Point number 5 in this change: reduce the material costs forging most elite and equipment. If you forged any of such equipment, we will return the extra consumed materials after the update. Holy moly. This is awesome. If you have elite equipment or epic equipment, you're gonna get materials back and it's gonna get cheaper. This is literally making equipment as accessible as it can be. What more can we ask for? And here comes another catch. Added new type of chests, equipment chests to your tavern. Try to find their keys in events. This point is the one I dislike the most. They did not add equipment to gold or silver keys. They created a new chest, which now you got to get new keys for to get equipment chests. Now, the catch here is try to find their keys in events. There are events nowadays that give you equipment materials. For example, if we go really quickly into the Alliance section of Lost Kingdom, we scroll down a little bit, there are things like this where you get 4 material choosem chests out of your Alliance controlling the Great Ziggurat at the end of the event. Well, this is guaranteed for legendary equipment materials. I believe that what they're gonna do now is everywhere that we had guaranteed equipment materials of X type, they're gonna give us keys instead. So the same, I believe, will happen with VIP, where VIP gives you, this is not, I'm not telling you this is what's gonna happen, this is what I believe. Instead of 3 equipment materials, 2 choosing materials that are blue, I think we're gonna get keys out of this. I don't know if 2 keys, maybe more keys to kind of compensate for it. But what they're doing now is they're adding this material chest, and you're gonna have a randomness factor into it, which are the keys. And I truly think there are not gonna be any more events where you get guaranteed equipment chests. You're gonna get keys instead, and you're gonna have to hope and pray you get lucky. Is that gonna affect Garden of Infinity? I hope not, but realistically, we might see a point where instead of 1 purple chest, you're gonna get, I don't know, 6 keys to open chests, and then maybe if you get lucky, you get a purple chest out of it. If you don't get lucky at all, you're screwed. I'm not a fan of randomness, but I mean, this is nice. I just hope that the keys are not like killer keys, right? They don't create all the equipment chest thing to be a random thing, right? I really hope they don't do that. And I really hope that finding keys is accessible, not only in events that are like win this or top 10 that, but events where you can get keys in a very consistent basis. Even if it's a few keys, some keys is better than none. So point number 7, added equipment material chests and equipment blueprint chests to the VIP shop. Equipment blueprint chests is something new. They just like equipment chests and equipment blueprint chests. What are blueprint chests? Are there going to be chests now that you can open and then choose an equipment material? Are there going to be equipment blueprint chests of all types so that you can now get any type of equipment out of that chest? Is it a chosen chest or is it a random chest? Does it mean from now on that we are going to get, let's say you have the Shadow Legion event where you get the Shadow Legion chest piece, but you can also try to get it from a legendary equipment blueprint chest? That would be dope. And so a lot to look forward for. And they changed Hammer and Anvil to be a geared up super bundle. We're going to keep a track on that and see and make sure that if that's better than the Hammer and Anvil, we're going to follow up with all of that and give you all that content in this channel. Don't forget to drop a sub. But all of this was point number 1 of the top 5. We will talk about this in much more depth in the stream later tonight, 4 p.m., maybe 4:30 p.m. UTC. Depends on when I get back from work, really. Hopefully it'll be 4 p.m. But we'll definitely go through all of this in much more in depth, and I may or may not have a little bit of more information. Maybe I'll be able to say it, maybe not. We'll see. Point number 2 in our top 5 is not light versus darkness optimizations. This is nothing very meaningful mechanics wise to the game. They made things a little more intuitive. They added leaderboards. It's nothing very important. Our second point on the top 5 is other optimization. Point number 2, adjusted the difficulty of some generals to rebalance the Early Crisis event again. So Early Crisis event has been always like an up and down, up and down. Things get easier, things get harder, things get easier, things get harder. As long as they keep rebalancing the event to make it more fun, to make it more winnable, to make it more interesting, to make it more challenging, but also not insanely hard, that's all I want out of Lilith, that they'll continually improve what they have that is bad, as well as, of course, add more content into the game. But the fact that they are continually rebalancing what exists based on our feedback and our experience and the data they see based on how we play the game, that's fantastic news in my opinion. So that's point number 2 of the top 5. Point number 3 in the top 5 is 3.5. You can now choose to add the same materials you used last time while upgrading the star of a commander. About damn time! How many of you couldn't stand the fact that you have to click the stars and then you spam the level up button until the spamming thing stops working, and then you gotta go click the 6 again and spam? None of that anymore. You can pick the last set and that's that. Why is that good? Because some of you just go 6 stars and that's it, but others have other types of combinations which help with a little bit more crit, a little bit more guaranteed experience. And now you can do that once and just redo it again and again rather than have to click on like bundle, spotlight, 4 stars, bundle, spotlight, 4 stars, you know, so forth and so on. I like this game-changing mechanic that'll make things a little bit more convenient for us, which is why this is point number 3. Point number 4 is Commander Talent Trophy Hunter. Now takes effect only when defeated barbarians with action points. So Trophy Hunter is the little skill, a talent, not skill. It's a talent right here in the peacekeeping tree where you get materials, resource pack, equipment, not materials. I'm still stuck in materials. Resource pack things, 15 of them for every barbarian you kill or neutral unit. Well, a Guardian used to be neutral unit. Yeah, by the way, we got to unlock the bad boy William on stream later tonight. But Guardians used to be that, and you could get wow, I'm still stuck on equipment. You could get resources out of Guardians, which was not what they intended. This is a little bit bad for us. You now have to spend action points for Trophy Hunter to trigger. We can live with that. We can definitely live with that. The final point is the one that y'all may be waiting for, and I told you it's super important. Defeating a Marauder encampment during Stage 3 of Eve of the Crusade now grants the kingdom a fixed amount of Crusader points, which is no longer affected by the number of marches, that's what they meant, who joined the rally. This is called bot hunting. They realized that a lot of our pre-KVKs in this session had a ton of bots doing encampments out the wazoo, getting tons and tons of points, and they fixed it. You guys keep saying they do nothing about bots, and you guys keep getting mad that they do nothing about the one bot that you guys know about, even though there are 1,000 kingdoms where they're fixing a bunch of different bots. This right here is an anti-bot measurement. Now you're guaranteed to get the same amount of points out of Marauder encampments no matter what. So no more. Someone makes a rally and then 60 freaking bots join the rally, and then that's how you get points. This cancels out the advantage that bots had on our pre-KVK. Thankfully, I didn't see that happen, but a lot of pre-KVKs in this batch had that happen and complained a lot about it. And so this is Lilith instantly doing something about it. And this is why I keep telling you, they do take care of these things, but some mechanics take longer than others to fix. In this thing, this is like a hot fix, right? They're essentially, okay, flat number of points, that will stop the bots from doing that. Flat number of health helps, that'll stop bots from doing that. All they're doing right now is they're trying to stop the bots from having any meaningness in the game, because the less meaningful they are, the less people will use them. That's how it goes. And so this is what you guys have been complaining about the most lately. I've been hearing this from pretty much half of the kingdoms out there that did pre-KVK. Oh, these guys bought it. Oh, those guys bought it. Yes, we got screwed. Our part, not we by like my kingdom, but this batch of KVK Season 5 got screwed by the bots for sure. But Lilith are making sure that nobody else does. And that's what I'm looking for out of them. I'm looking for them to get proactive, to fix this issue. And they're doing whatever they can and just to stop the bleeding at this stage. 2 thumbs up. Good job, Lilith. But now we need a better fix, right? This is good hot fix, but we need an actual fix. What do you all think about the top 5 in this update? There are a bunch of other little things, but they're really not that meaningful, like leadership boards in Soroli Crisis. You have to go through a confirmation box when you're using max of some item, which is like, it's okay, I guess. The light versus darkness optimizations were nothing, but the point, this was massive, and some of these little points were very critical. Those are my top 5. What do you think about the update? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. I'm going back to work. I'll see y'all on stream in a few hours. I'm excited to talk about this update and speculate with y'all. Maybe share some speculations that are not really speculations, but you really won't know which one's what. Appreciate every single one of you. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, join our Discord because there's a lot of information down there. It's in the description down below. I'll see y'all later tonight. Have a good one. Take care. And yeah, peace.